all day long.
Was this at the Empire State Building?
Oh no, no.
How old were you when you got that job?
This was on 46th Street, a half a block from the river.
Okay.
On the name is 46th Street. Oh, what the hell was that? The name was. Oh, I know it so well. I forgot it because I wanted to forget it.
Yeah.
And when the store got bigger and they hired more salespeople, the store in front was very nice. They sold millions of little items, little grommets, and I had to know all the price, all the items and the price. Oh, it was a whole. I got paid very little for a very difficult job.
Was that before or after the job at the Empire State Building?
Oh, this is way before.
Way before.
Oh, the Empire State Building was when my husband was overseas.
Oh, okay.
The Empire State Building, I don't think was even built then.
We were working. No, yeah. But when you got the job at the Empire State Building, how old were you?
Oh.
You were already married.
Yeah. Yeah, because I had a picture taken. The boss gave us all an individual $5 towards a photography or something or other, and the photographer was a gay guy who happened to live a half a block from where I lived, and I remember wearing a velvet dress with a little something around the neck, and my husband had that overseas the whole 2 years.
Mm.
That picture's around somewhere. Didn't you see it, Deborah, in a dark red?
That was Harvey had that for the longest time.
I think I've seen that picture.
Yeah.
I think Harvey had
That picture was taken at the beginning of the war, and it was $5, which I didn't have to pay, was a gift. And I have smaller pictures made because I think I put one or two in a frame. I don't remember, but the velvet, the leather case came with that was the big thing, and these luxuries I didn't know. I never had any luxuries at all.
Mm-hmm.
I came home to a mother with an ugly mouth. She was a good-looking woman, mad as hell. She married a piece of crap. And she's married. She didn't have to marry him, but maybe in Europe they told her to marry. In Europe, when you're married, you had to go live with your in-laws. So she had to leave home and go live with a bitchy mother-in-law, wash dishes, wash floors, and do everything. Why she stayed with him? I don't know. She went to New York. Why don't you tell him to go to hell?
Mm.
And I once asked her in Yiddish, why don't you tell him to drop dead? Why don't you take a broomstick and throw him the hell down the stairs? Why are you saving this piece of garbage? And when I say garbage, I didn't say garbage. I used a very vulgar, I spoke so well. I was so literate. I was so angry. I never spoke in one-syllable words. Everything was anger.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was... I was always mad as hell, and I don't care who knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was always tired. My wardrobe was 2 blouses and 1 skirt that my mother made for me. That's all I ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Then in those days you wore silk stockings, which I didn't have. But my mother had a friend whose daughter was at least 10 years older than me. She wore silk stockings and she ripped them. So my mother took the stockings home and I sewed up all the holes and I went to work in ripped stockings. I was a teenager.
Mm.
I can imagine what people said about me. I always lived in such anger.
Mm-hmm.
Here I'm working hard, I'm bringing home a goddamn salary. I didn't allow myself a movie because I had to save money for a dental office, and I'm being treated like dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a teenager, and I'm from my hip down to my ankles, all sewn. I'm sure people talked. But one of the guys working there was a younger brother-in-law of the boss, and he wanted to marry me in the worst way. It couldn't happen. He was very nice. He was a very good dancer. He was very good to me. He was, as a matter of fact, we looked alike. We both had brown eyes, brown hair, and a square face. We looked like sister and brother.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me later on that the minute I walked in, took one look at me, and that was it.
What was his name? Do you remember?
Harold.
Harold.
And I called him by his Yiddish name, Hesh. And
Hesh.
the Yiddish name is Herschel. Herschel is the Yiddish name. And I couldn't call him Harold. It was just Okay, it didn't. He was a very good dancer, he's a very good musician, he was a very good everything. The only thing was, his father and mother were very nice people and very stupid, because they had 4